of the calendar relevant.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Gannett comes in for Austin Reeves. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. The shot's good from Simons.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to Vanderbilt. Over in the corner, Doncic. The putback. Tries again. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. Ayton comes in for Vanderbilt. And James subbed in for Marcus Smart. Boston also with the sub. Boucher is checked in. Outside, Simons. It's not going to go for him.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Turnovers weren't a story for him early on, but that's changed. And now they're definitely having trouble keeping possession and momentum.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Austin Reeves comes in for Dalton Connect. Simons, the pass to Hauser. Oh, good with the triple.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Simons against Reeves. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
To the inside. Shireman, good.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Here's Doncic. Boucher with the steal. And here is Simons. Pass to Tillman. Back to Simons. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
Explosiveness of Simons. Man, can he get up and finish with power?
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Celtics making a switch here. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Inside. Got a piece of it. Doncic with the steal. Pass to Hachimura. For 3. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. It's tipped.
2 minutes remaining in this ball.
Reeves against Simons. Another shot. And it's Ayton missing. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Simons. Buries it down low.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
this was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Celtics substitution, Williams, Gonzalez.
And so it's Boston with it. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter, and it's good 2 points.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Simons with the ball, defended by Reeves. Gonzalez's shot is off. Reeves finds James. Back to Reeves. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. With Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. And we also want to welcome in and a look at the stats for Luka Doncic.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here are the 5 for the Lakers. Reeves and LeBron out on the perimeter. Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And for the Hawks, Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
Well, Shams, we knew franchise values were skyrocketing. But then the Lakers sell for $10 billion with a B, $10 billion.
This new group taking over is exceedingly deep-pocketed as well, BA. And those resources may help this team continue to be the league's flagship franchise.
League's in a very healthy spot right now, no question.
That's for sure, and these prices with teams are just going to continue to go up.
Back to Alexander Walker. Three-pointer. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Reeves. Stolen by Daniels. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Porzingis for three. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And really, Johnson is an elite rebounder. So you have to be aware where he is and get a body on him.
Now Los Angeles with it. 7-point differential. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
And I'll tell you what a surprising result. Losing to an underdog is one thing, but getting blown out is quite another.
I think they just got caught completely by surprise, and they never managed to fully recover.
Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
We don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. I asked him, how do you plan to deal with Luka Doncic? He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
The Lakers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Here's Ayton. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's not as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
I just love the ball movement.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now, here is James. Risache covering. The offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Watson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, I don't mind the aggressiveness by the defender. Just a great fake from Johnson.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Lakers trail by 17. Pass to Reeves. The shot to stop the run. The shot off that time. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Johnson with it. Picked up by James. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target from three-point range.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Reeves. And Porzingis with the block.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bummed tonight.
Right wing. Ayton inside. Guarded by Okongwu. Ayton, no good. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Down low. For three, Porzingis. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And so it's Doncic with it, and he brings it up for Los Angeles. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. Alexander Walker, the pass to Daniels. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Ayton, no good.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Johnson passes to Daniels. Offline with a three.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
It's stolen by Johnson. On the break. Daniels outside. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got 14 points.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's James. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. You know, for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, B.A., I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready. And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be like you, man.
Okongwu out there with Duell. Then it's Jalen Johnson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Wallace in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the technical free throw is good. A good look from Johnson. It's Hayes with the rebound.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
The half-court heave is off target.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Back to you.
They're happy to have him. Allie, appreciate the report.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, 2 teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
LaRavia inside. Johnson on it. Soft touch off the glass. LaRavia's got his first basket.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Porzingis has checked in for Atlanta. Pass to Okongwu. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's Reeves. Yet to see a basket. It's stolen by Okongwu. Outside Johnson. Outside Porzingis. And the Hawks tack on 2 more. And we've heard greats like KD and LeBron question ring culture in the NBA, Shams.
They both chased after championships as well, though. They've both gone after those rings. And so, for sure, counting rings, that definitely oversimplifies the legacy of the game. We have to see exactly how the player's body of work stacks up. Everyone's going to have their own opinion.